Yes, people. Welcome to Fuzzy TV. Breaking news. Breaking news. Jeremy Jacquet to Liverpool. Don't get overexcited. Don't get overexcited. It's an agreed deal around 60 million. I was gonna come on anyway, guys. I was about to come on, and then I see the breaking news on Sky Sports News and all that stuff. So I'm gonna go through Twitter, see what's going on over there. We beat Jeremy Jacquet. Chelsea, obviously. Chelsea was chasing him. So Liverpool beat that transfer. Look at that, people. We can actually work on transfers. And, it's for the future. It's for the future. So even if Arne Slot stays or goes, whatever happens with him, we bought for the future. So let me see how old this kid is. And I'm going to bring you guys, obviously, the headlines from the breaking news from, obviously, Twitter. See what the reporters are saying. So he's 20 years old, obviously from France. France Bondy, that's how you say the name. I think Bondy, that's how it says on there. He comes from the Rennes Academy, and he's 20 years old. He's 20 years old. So what Liverpool are doing, they're gonna buy him, obviously spend the 60 million, and then take him back to Rennes to the end of the season. So he's not coming in now, unfortunately, guys. So sorry to break your heart in that. Unfortunately, it is what it is. You know what I mean? We need him now. But let me show you David Ornstein. Let me see what he's put up, and then I'm gonna go through the other ones as well. So yeah, please like, share, and subscribe, all that good stuff. Get on the chat. Listen, at last we beat someone to Chelsea. You know what I mean? We haven't done that. Can't remember the last time we actually did that. So knowing Liverpool always failing on transfers when they're battling Chelsea, for once we did the right thing. You know what I mean? So, I like that. It shows, like, even in the summer, if you think about the summer, don't forget we beat a few players to Man City. Remember, Man City were chasing Verts, we got him. They were chasing Frimpong, we got him. They were chasing Jacquet, we got him. So we can, if we go for transfers, we could still have that pool of getting players through. So he chose Liverpool over Chelsea, and I'm loving that. So this is from Ornstein. It says it there right there. As you can see, Liverpool reach a pre-agreement with Rennes to sign Jeremy Jacquet in the summer 2026. Deal for the 20-year-old Rennes centre-back. 55 million plus 5 million add-ons, which, obviously is 60 million pounds. Personal terms expected to be no problem after the France 21 international picked Liverpool viewed as a key part of the team rebuild in the future. So yeah, listen, I've seen this kid, you know what I mean? He's got power, pace. Obviously, that's what we need. I've always said the most important thing with Liverpool Football Club, I'm watching Sky Sports right in front of me right now, is we prepare the next generation for Liverpool, guys. I mean, the more we do that, the more we will be successful, if you know what I mean, with years to come. Because Virgil is aging, Salah is aging. Where's their replacement, guys? Where is their replacement? That's the question you got to ask yourself. So now we're moving. No matter what happens with the head coach, it looks like we've got something there, if you know what I mean. Yeah, man, listen, get the chat going. I'm here. Listen, I'm free. I'm not going to work anytime soon, so I'm all good. I'm all good to go and chat to you guys throughout the evening as well, man. Yeah, listen, I'm happy with it. Obviously, we failed in the transfer for that Leipzig player, ex-final player, Gertrude, whatever his name is. So it is what it is. Sunderland didn't want to make a deal, and we move on. Obviously, we haven't moved on, to get a player for this season. We've got a player for next 10 years, if you can say, from next summer. But yeah, I want to hear you guys. What you're going to say, man? Big up, Mr. Double. What you're saying? Big up, Fuzzy, brother. Great to get one up on Chelsea, but don't help us this season. Still not bad news. I hope you are all good. Yes, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's building for the future, getting the next generation for Liverpool Football Club to, challenge instead of living on the past, Van Dijk's and all that stuff. Because Van Dijk is going to be 35, guys. know what I mean? So if we don't things, if we don't get things going right now, getting his replacement ready, getting Salah's replacement ready, we're gonna fall behind everybody else, and we don't want to be in that predicament. We've got to be in a better place, guys. And this is what I like, what I've seen with Liverpool moving forward with this, regardless what's going to happen, obviously, in the summer as well. So, yeah, let me just go through. Let me just go through other people's obviously tweets on Twitter, and then we could see what they're saying. I want to see what Mr. Fabrizio is saying. He's been breaking a lot of news recently as well. Yeah, but get the chat going. What do you guys think, man? I like what I see in regards to Jacquet beating obviously Chelsea to his signature. As I said, it doesn't happen that often. You know what I mean? This is something new to us, and it's been happening since last summer, as I said. So I like what I see. So let me get to the comment. Big up Barovian, man. What are you saying, my brother? Big up Fozzy. Hope you're well. I'm good, man. Looks like we are finally making a signing. Just a shame it's not for this window. It is a shame because, if you look at us, bro, we're in a situation we need to win, games to get us back into the Champions League next season. Unless we win the Champions League, you know what I mean? We might not qualify for the Champions League next season. So we need to be quick about things, man. If you know what I mean. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm not gonna be disappointed with this transfer. I like what I see. You know what I mean? We're building for the future as well, which is good. Please like, share, and subscribe, guys. My phone's gonna die soon, so won't be able to comment. Got you on the TV, bro. Big up, double, bro. Appreciate that, my brother. Please like, share, and subscribe. Everybody's saying. What are you saying over here, Mr. Cop Father? A summer signing. It is what it is, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and gonna tell you otherwise. It is what it is, bro. This is where we're at with our football club at the moment. But the most important thing is, as I said, we've beaten Chelsea to a transfer finally, and the future is here and now. I'm looking forward to seeing this defender next season, hopefully, inshallah, and hopefully everything goes through, well. Obviously, things haven't been finalized just yet. It's just talking, and they agree the deal on all that stuff. He hasn't signed, obviously, the contract yet, but once it gets done, I'm going to bring it to you guys, of course, and all that stuff. Yeah, man. As Florian Plettenberg, let me see what he's saying. Last name, just Florian Plettenberg. Man, two things at once today for me, man. 2 transfers, and I'm here straight away on the stream, man. I like that. I haven't done this for a while. I missed that. There you go. Breaking news, Jeremy. Jacquet to Liverpool deal done. Full agreement reached with Stade Rennes. Confirmed that the 20-year-old promising centre back will join Liverpool in the summer and will remain at Rennes for the second half of the season. 70 million euros, which is obviously 60 million pounds, all in XXL. Offer accepted. Now, confirmed, as always, reported that there was never an agreement between Jacquet and Chelsea. So everybody was talking about Chelsea at the beginning, saying Chelsea have got this player. They got him in the bag. Like they always have, they spend a lot of money to splash the cash. But, some players like to look at their future, guys, where they want to be in the next 10 years. You know what I mean? You look at Virgil van Dijk. Well, as soon as he came to Liverpool, he was a star. And he's still here, 7, 8 years later, leading the team. That's what some players want. It's not always about the money, man. It's about your career as a footballer. You want to win trophies. You want to win World Cups. You want to win, Champions Leagues and all that stuff. And in a settled environment. And that's what Liverpool gives you. You have a few bad games at Chelsea, you'll be gone. Or you'll be in the bench. Or you'll be, loaned out somewhere. That's what Chelsea do. They don't really develop players to, be stars on a consistent basis. If it doesn't work out, instead of working on you, getting you better, they get rid of you. And that's what he's not going to get at Liverpool Football Club. I'm glad he chose us, if you know what I mean. It shows the commitment from him. And the more we get like this, the more will be a big attraction for other players as well. So that's Florian Wirtz, Kirkes, Frimpong, and Jacquet now choosing us over clubs that we normally lose to in transfer windows. Wow, man. Please like, share, and subscribe, everybody. I like what I see. I like what I see. Let me see, Mr. Fabrizio Romano. Let me see if he's said anything about this. Because I've just come on, guys. I was gonna come on because it's my last day, off. I thought, let me just come on and see what's going on with everybody. And all of a sudden, a breaking news. We see this. You know what I mean? Even Fabrizio Romano written about it. There you go, Jeremy. Jacquet to Liverpool. Here we go. Here we go. The way he says it. Here we go. I like the way he says it, man.
Oh my God.
There you go.
I want to tell you the good days are coming.
Bye. Amarum. Bye. The good days ain't coming no more. Carrick's in charge now, bro. It is what it is. You are a surplus to requirement.
Convict.
There you go. Goodbye. We go. Same thing, of course, with Fabrizio Romano as well. Breaking Jeremy Jacquet to Liverpool. Here we go. Deal agreed now for June 2020 and 2026 as revealed. Understand fee is around 60 million plus 10 million add-ons. Rennes, Jeremy has agreed personal terms with Liverpool. Agreement done for summer 2026 for one of the most talented centre backs in the world. What can I say, people? I can host at times if you know what I mean. Oh, I'm just excited, guys. You know what I mean? And when I see something like this, it shows my club, even in difficult circumstances, where we're looking to the future. See, this is what brings me back around when I moan about things, if you know what I mean, guys. I know I'm a moaner at times, but it's rightly so. I just want my club to be successful. We want to have our time, to be the top team in England. Like 1, 2, 3, 4 years, if you know what I mean. I don't want to be every 5-year champions. That's too long for life, man. Life is about here and now, and we move. You know what I mean? That's what we want. So let me get to the comments as well. Big up, my guy. What are you saying? Why not now? We need a centre back urgently. They might have something in plan, bro. They might have something in plan. Let's just hope there is something in plan, because if we don't have anything there, it's gonna be a long season, my brother. It's gonna be a long season, and that's what we don't want. I thought like today, especially going for that Leipzig player, we was going to make some signings, but it fell through. It is what it is. Sunderland didn't want to go through with it, because I don't even know why Sunderland are not going through with it, considering he's been on the bench recently, if you know what I mean. So it's kind of weird. I mean, like, let the guy go, free the guy. The guy wants to come to Liverpool as well for a loan deal. Yeah, Geertruida, or whatever his name is, Geertruida, collapses. Reasons revealed it, saying obviously Sunderland refusing, but it is what it is. I want to not sweat on that one. One thing I don't understand about Liverpool, if you know what I mean, guys, we used to have 3 players that we choose from, under the Edwards regime, as I remember, which is the first one, second one, and third one. Why don't we do something like that anymore? Salah was not always the first choice, as I remember. He was the second choice, and we got him. And look what happened. The rest is history. He was the better player than the first player that we tried to buy. So why don't we do things like that anymore? Prepare yourself for things not working out, so you could have someone there that does work out. Come on, man. We've got to be serious here, my guy. I know what you mean, E. I know what you mean, bro. But it is what it is. This is the predicament we're at the moment, man. Imagine we win the Champions League with the bold fraud, LOL. He's going to stay, isn't he? Let's be honest here, guys. If he wins the Champions League, it means he's going to stay. And that's what these owners want, originally, because that's their project. He was meant to be a replacement for Jurgen, that plays like Jurgen. And we watch this season, he's moving away from Jurgen's style, trying to implement some different weird ideas that doesn't work at Liverpool Football Club. Maybe he needs to go back to the Jurgen style and, stick with it. Because that's what he told us when he first came to the football club. I'm similar to Jurgen, bit more possession, but nothing's going to change. So the club from under 9s all the way to the senior team will be, the same. So when the youngsters come through the ranks all the way to the first team, they will understand the way we play. But, we moved away from that this season, and this is the mess that we're in at the moment. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. So I'm going through the chat, guys. That's what I'm here for, obviously. He better be the Gomez replacement. I don't know, bro. Konate still hasn't signed a contract. You know what I mean? I don't think anyone would take a punt on Gomez right now. Gomez has not put himself in a good place this season, considering he he was offered game time and he's always injured. He's made out of tissue, wet tissue. Unfortunately, he's always falling apart. The guy, it's pissing me off, and I'm getting angry all the time when I watch him, guys. Honestly, like when I watch Gomez, that everything is there: pace, power, strength, but he just doesn't stay fit, man, and it's annoying. Really annoys me. So this is from Ben Jacobs, of course. There we go. Breaking Liverpool reaching an agreement in principle for Rennes defender Jeremy Jacquet, obviously 55 million, which raise it plus 5 million on fees. Exclusively revealed earlier, Jacquet is set to have a medical on Monday ahead of a summer move if all goes to plan. Still, some caution from within Liverpool in case of a Chelsea hijack, but Liverpool trying to now finalize as quick as possible. So, as you guys remember, in the past transfer windows, we went for Caicedo. Chelsea came out of nowhere and took him away from us because we was wasting a lot of time. As soon as we made the bid, we've got a London office. Could have told Caicedo to go to the London office, have the medical there, and then we sign him. Bob's your uncle. He's through the door.
Oh my God!
And we got him. You know what I mean? But it fell through, and then Chelsea managed to jig around. And just move things around everywhere. Loan players here, sell players here to sign him because obviously under the PSR there wasn't at that moment of signing him. So unfortunately, Brighton waited for Chelsea to maneuver some players around, and then Bob's your uncle. He signed for Chelsea. That's what we don't want to do. We don't want to go through that crap again, guys. We want to be more, stone cold. You know what I'm saying?
Give me a hell yeah! I said, give me a hell yeah!
There you go. That's what we need, man. That's what we need. Act quick before it's too late. So that's why he's saying what he's saying. If we wait around, Chelsea might come back with a better offer for him, and all of a sudden, see you later, I'm going to Chelsea. And that's what we don't want. We don't want oh my God moments, if you know what I mean. So it is what it is. What are you saying, mate? Jason, he better be the Gomez replacement. Nah, don't see that. Sorry, but I read that already. Copfather is saying, is this an incentive for Konate to sign? Hopefully, bro. More French players in the team, probably more comfort for Konate. And the way Konate performed yesterday was flawless. You know what I mean? When he's got full concentration just to play football, this guy is an amazing centre back. But when he's got outside influences with his dumbass Mbappe's and all that stuff getting in his ear, telling him to leave Liverpool Football Club, that's when he starts making a lot of mistakes. You know what I mean? So I'm just hoping Konate stays at Liverpool, guys. I don't want to be, losing a defender like that to another rival, which Real Madrid are. And, it's a circus over there. You saw what runs Real Madrid, the players do. That's why Xavi Alonso is no longer there. You saw that, cup final with Barcelona. Barcelona gave them a guard of honor. All they had to do is do a reverse, and they refused to do that. So that's how it is. That's how it is, unfortunately, at that football club. And if he wants to remain, a top player and have a legacy, obviously at a football club, Liverpool is your destination, man. But it depends on Konate, guys. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you he's gonna sign. I'm hoping he signs because we need him, man. We need him, and he needs us. To be fair, because there's no other club like Liverpool Football Club. Let me just put it that way. There's only one club like us, and that's us. I mean, I love how we are. I wouldn't change my football club for anything. I just hope we stay the same forever, ever. Yeah. So I'm just looking through, obviously, Twitter, and I'm reading your comments as we go along, man. Let's go, buddy lad. What are you saying, my guy? Buddy lad, how are you, Brett? How are you? Big up, man. Big up, my brother. Don't know anything about Jacquet. Hopefully, he is a proper centre back. He looks like it, bro. He's quick. He's lanky. Let me see his height. I haven't even looked at his height, bro. Let me look at his height. How big he is. How big is Jacquet? Sometimes they have it there. So he's about 6'2". So it's me and a few inches. So he's pretty tall. He's pretty tall. He's not the Van Dijk and Konate height. He's just below. He's just slightly below that. And he's very, very quick, guys. Very quick. Let me just put it that way, man. He's a centre back by right. I don't think he's ever played as a full back either. So don't expect too much, because sometimes with the fan base, they're expecting the guy to play everywhere, like, Gomez or someone like that does. He's not that type of player. Let me just put it that way, guys. He's a centre back by trade. Big up, Ravi, my brother. Hope you're okay. I'm not excited. I am being real. Jacquet doesn't improve us. The brother from Sunderland was better. I don't think Liverpool were about to sign the brother from Sunderland, bro. What they wanted was a loan, and a loan, as they say, a loan, and then see how it goes. But listen, every team is chasing Jeremy. It looks like something for the future that's going to replace our current players. So if you get yourself ready for that, I approve it. More than anything, because I've been asking for it from 3 years ago, Ravi. Remember, 3 years ago I was saying, "Where's the Salah and Van Dijk replacement while they're at the football club? We need it. We need it now. We need it now." As Arnie says, now. So if it's happening now, why not, man? Why not? Why not? I'm not gonna sit here tell you get excited and all this stuff, because we don't know what the kid's gonna bring. I mean, he could be a failure. We've got to be positive at the same time as well. Yeah, man. I'm gutted about the guy. Ravi. I was hoping like he's gonna walk through the door today, earlier, but it hasn't happened, bro. We've got to move on. Sunderland don't want to do the deal. They want to keep him. So yeah, what a shame. What a shame. Because what I saw of him at Sunderland is he's on the bench. He doesn't really start games, which is weird. Very, very strange. Hang on. This is Fabrizio Romano speaking. Let me see what he says. Maybe he's saying something good. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go.
Breaking news, Jeremy Jacquet, the talented French defender from Rennes, is set to join Liverpool in the summer transfer window. Here we go. Deal agreed between all parties involved. Jeremy Jacquet said yes to Liverpool proposal. Is not valid for now. It's valid from June 2026. Rennes made clear that they didn't want to sell the player in this transfer window, only in the summer. Liverpool accepted all the conditions. Chelsea were also trying, more clubs also calling, Bayern unlikely, and now Liverpool closed the agreement for one of the most talented centre-backs in the world. Jeremy Jacquet will cost 60 million euros plus 12 in add-ons, up to 72 million euros package for Jeremy Jacquet to Liverpool.
Here we go. I love it when he says that. It's so funny, isn't it, guys? Honest to God, he kills me with that. Here we go. Oh man, this is his excitement, isn't it, man? It's not a girl. This is his excitement. Here we go. Typical, man. Typical. But the thing is, I'm looking around Twitter, guys. Everybody's celebrating. Like, guys, I know we be a transfer to Chelsea, great, but he's not gonna play this season, man. Relax, man. Relax. Everybody's having a heart attack everywhere. Come on, man. Oh my goodness gracious me. Even Matt from Kopish, I can see he's excited. Yeah. But the guys is not here. He's not here. He's not gonna be here this season. It's next season, man. So it's gonna be next summer we're gonna see him at Liverpool. Oh, Milan to play him. Oh, making medical for Jean Felipe Mateta. He's going to AC Milan. Oh, damn it. Yeah, so let me go through the comments. What are we saying, guys? What are we saying? Here we go. Love that. It's my favorite, man. Makes me laugh. Here is Mr. Dave OC Cop. Let me see what he's saying. I'll leave it on the screen for you guys. I'll leave it on the screen. Yeah, please do me a favor, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. If you're watching on Twitter, come to the YouTube channel. Come over, man. What is wrong with you?
Oh my God!
What is wrong with you? You don't get entertainment like this anywhere else. You just get fake people who don't know football, man. Come on. I am your guy. Yeah. Was it RVD in it? Rob Van Dam. YouTube. Liverpool will pay a fee of 60 million plus 10 million add-ons to Rennes. The player already agreed on personal terms with Liverpool, according to Fabrizio Romano. Great news! Great news! So what you say, Mr. Buddy Lad? Definitely need 2 wingers and a DM. I agree with you, bro. You know, when you look at Liverpool Football Club, bro, what we used to do in the 60s, 70s, and 80s was like, we already have players on the pitch, you know what I mean? But they're going to have a resale value at a certain point of their career, which is 28, 29. But by that time, like when they reach around, 26, something like that, we get youngsters coming through that's similar to them. Like you look at Jimmy Case, Sammy Lee. Jimmy Case left, Sammy Lee came through and took his place. That's what I'm saying. This kind of, way of thinking makes you spend less money because you already brought these players in as youngsters. So they're learning under the player they're going to replace. That's what you do if you don't want to, especially a club like us that don't want to spend a lot of money. Make sure the youngster is there that's going to replace the guy who's already ahead of him. But at the same time, let him learn under him. And that's the mistakes that we do nowadays. Hence why we always fall back when we win championships and then, try to replace those players that's leaving. So this is what I want to go through. I want to like Bill Shankly, Bob Paisley, Joe Fagan, Kenny Dalglish, the boot room, Ronnie Moran, etc. They were way ahead of their time. They thought of success not only for the now, but continuing for the years to come. And that's Liverpool Football Club's identity, and this is what we're missing. And people don't see that. That's why I always come on and I'm trying to remind people what we're all about. This low expectation and acceptance of mediocrity is not Liverpool Football Club. I'm sorry to tell you that. I know some of the people that watches Liverpool right now, that goes to games, they wasn't born around that time when Liverpool was successful. They were born probably mid-90s all the way, to the noughties and all that stuff. Don't ever lower your expectations, man, because Bill Shankly does not want that. Bob Paisley does not want that. Joe Fagan does not want that. Kenny obviously does not want that either. If your legends are saying no to that, even Steven Gerrard, when we watch him on TV and TNT Sport, what does he say? He always puts Liverpool in high regards, and that's what you should be doing as a fan as well. Or listening to these people that don't know Liverpool as well as, most of us, it's not the way, man. It's not the way. We've had that Barrett years. We suffered for 30 years of no success and accepted it for what it was. But Jurgen worked 10 years to get us back to where we belong. Now we're winning league titles, which was above 30 years ago. Over 30 years ago, sorry. It was hard to get. We were signing some useless players that were never going to get us championships. But, that 10 years that Jurgen has put us here, we can't lose that, man. We can't lose that. And this is the way we're heading with Arne Slot at the moment. And not many people are trying to stop that. I saw a banner at Anfield the other day saying something about Arne Slot, believe in Arne Slot or something like that. I'm thinking to myself, the guys won us the league, okay. But would Jurgen would have won it? Yes, I think, because the season before, if it wasn't for bad decisions from referees and David Koo coming out saying what he did, that opened up a lot of eyes, we probably would have been champions, if you know what I mean. So it is what it is, guys. I honestly think we would have been champions under Jurgen if he stayed, obviously, last season as well. But Arne Slot got lucky. Jackpot, as they say, came into a team that was ready while the other teams needed, obviously, to transition, as Man City were doing, and Arsenal tried to get players in that's suitable for their way of playing. So, yeah, I'm not here to downgrade Arne Slot's, obviously, championship win, but he should do better this season. You know what I mean? Not only did he win the championship last season, he actually added quality to this squad, but he fell for the trap of the media when they kept on telling him, Arnie, you've won the league with Jurgen's team. Arnie, you've won the league with Jurgen's formation. So he decided to change everything, and he messed up the whole thing. Real managers, real people that, have strong mentality, don't fall for this trap. Because if you look at the media, guys, when he does press conferences, he's got Arsenal fans as the media. He's got Man United fans as the media. He's got Man City fans as the media. It's not all Liverpool, They're going to ask you questions which will divert you from reality, which is you concentrating on the team that you have, which you set up from last season. Then the years, you actually put your own ideas in when other teams fall apart. If we would have won the league this season, that means Arteta wouldn't be in a job. Pep Guardiola is on the way out already. So you're going to have a longevity of success with them to leave, because the next generation behind ain't as good as those managers. It will take them time to catch up with you. And then you're going to have that longevity of success of yourself, maybe 5 to 6 years. But we didn't think like this. We just fall apart like we did. And now look at us. We're crying to get back into the top 4. And then you get the press conferences like Arne Slot always produces, like that PSG thing. If we didn't get out to PSG in the Champions League, we would have, what do you say? We wouldn't have won the Premier League. Mate, we was about 15 points clear, 7 points away from winning the league. What are you talking about, my guy? What are you talking about? You've fallen for the trap, man. That's what you've done. It's unforgivable. And that's something I don't want to be a part of, man. I'm sorry to say that, guys. You got to wake up. They always tell you, Bill Shankly said, if you're not with us when we win, if you're not with us when we draw, if you're not with us when we lose, you shouldn't be with us at all. Where is that video? Nobody sees that video. I don't know what that video is. I could show you the bastard of invisibility. I could show you, when he called Liverpool a toilet when he first arrived, that he's got to solve. You know what I mean? So you got to think about it, guys. You're getting wrong information everywhere about Liverpool Football Club. We're winners, man. We're the only team in the English football that dominated Europe and the league at the same time. Man United didn't do that. Man City didn't do that. Chelsea certainly didn't do that. So wake up, man. I don't need to explain this to you. Go and read the history of Liverpool Football Club. Our first FA Cup was 1965. You know what I mean? Bill Shankly. Then after that, we were just unstoppable. Bastion of invisibility, like he said. Paisley took it to another level. 2 European Cups, back to back. 6 league titles in 9 years. And then he said goodbye. Joe Fagan took over, won the treble, league, Champions League, plus the League Cup. Kenny took over, gave us the greatest Liverpool team we've ever seen. John Barnes, John Aldridge, Ray Houghton, Peter Beardsley, Steve McMahon, Ronnie Whelan. I could name you the whole team. Bruce Grobbler in goal. And Steve Nicol at the back. Alan Hansen, Gillespie, Lawrenson, Ablett, late great Ablett as a left back. The 2 DMs, Whelan and bloody McMahon. Ray Houghton on the right. John Barnes on the left. Peter Beardsley as the number 7. John Aldridge up front. Who could say things like this to you? A person that's been there. That's watched this team, that passed that cassette around when we beat Nottingham Forest by 5-0. That was one of the most outstanding performances I've ever seen in my life to this day. Nobody can tell you things like this. Oh, people talk about, just accept it for what it is. We're not good enough. And no, I'm not sitting here. Now they're giving me tickets all of a sudden because Liverpool are doing shit. But when Liverpool are doing good, all these fans comes out of nowhere and they go to watch Liverpool. Why? Why are you not watching them when they're doing badly? Why am I getting offered tickets when they're doing badly? I still went to the Leeds game, that boring 0-0. But luckily I met John Aldridge, made my day. Oh, come on, man. You got to be realistic, guys. I can't sit here telling you about your football club. There's a guy, I was watching Judge Mo's chat. I think the chat underneath, the comments underneath. I was speaking like this and he got pissed off about it. He wants me to get excited because we beat a depleted Newcastle team. No Guimaraes, no Joe Linton and all that stuff. And we beat Karabakh. He wants me to get excited for that. What about the games before that? Think about it. 5-6 wins out of those draws, we could be top of the league right now. Nobody's been thinking like that. Come on, brothers and sisters, man. You got to wake up, man. Don't undervalue your football club. Your football club is the best in England. When Man United started winning league titles, they were on 7 league titles. Liverpool was on 18. When did you ever see that distance ever in English football? That never happens. You listen to people because they tell you Alex Ferguson is the greatest coach ever in England or in the world, whatever it is. You listen to people because they talk about Man United because they won 13 league titles. When did you ever see the distance between Man United and Liverpool, like 18-7? I've never seen that. We did it. Our football club did it. They had to they had Ferguson cheating his way to titles all those years. FA, in his pocket. Premier League in his pocket. I mean, so much so the Premier League wanted to. Was it Sky Sports wanted to buy them? Premier League, Sky Sports, FA. They were all in their pocket, guys. They could do no wrongs. Always get extra time when they're losing games to rectify it and all that stuff. Come on, man. And then you get David Coote saying he hates Scousers, he hates Jurgen, he's a German this and German that. If that doesn't open your eyes how much Liverpool's hated, I don't know what will. I really don't know what will. And then you got Howard Webb coming back, in charge of the referees when he was a bad referee in his days, and he's a Yorkshire copper at the same time. You know what I'm talking about. This is what we faced, man. Don't undervalue Liverpool Football Club, man. Don't undervalue us. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. Don't fall for the trap, guys. Honest to God, man. I keep telling you this. Remember, your football club is the best in the world with that cheating. If we wasn't away for 6 years, away from European Cup for 6 years, probably Real Madrid won't be where they are. Because after at that 6 years, John Barnes was our best player. Peter Beardsley was at the football club. So that was the most entertaining Liverpool football club, football team of all time at the time. Winners everywhere. Nobody could have touched us in Europe if they let us obviously be in Europe for those 6 years. Probably could have won maybe 6 European Cups. We don't know. Think about it, guys, man. Don't undervalue Liverpool Football Club. Don't undervalue, man. That's what they want you to do. Don't fall for the trap, guys. Don't ever fall for the trap, man. Yeah, so let me go through the comments, man. Sorry, I don't want to keep going on and trying to teach people things they don't want to know. I'm sorry about that. Smash the likes. Thank you, buddy lad, man. Appreciate that. Is this verse 2.0? I don't know, bro. But if they're planning for the future, why not, my guy? Why not? Nothing ever lasts. Nothing ever lasts in football, my guy. Nothing ever lasts in football. Remember that. You got to change. You got to transition. The thing with Liverpool Football Club at the moment, unfortunately, because we're not used to winning with the current generation, they got the nostalgia thing, which is holding on to players that's past their sell-by date. You got to move on, man. Virg has to go at some stage. Salah has to go at some stage. This is what I said about the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Liverpool did not feel sorry for themselves. They got rid of Kevin Keegan. They brought in Kenny Dalglish. They got rid of Ray Kennedy. They brought John Barnes and Ronnie Whelan and that. That's what they do. And nobody ever cried for these players. They said, thank you for the success that you brought us. Next generation comes on. That's how football is. And that's the winning way of football. Not this, holding on to players when they're 35, 40 years old. You don't do things like that. That's not moving on forward. That's moving backwards. I love Salah. I love Virgil. But they should be leaving right now. I mean, this should be the end. All these people that's trying to give you hope they still got it need to stop. The next generation should be ready to take over right now to give us that continuation of success. This nostalgia stuff, stop. Stop calling Gerrard to be a manager at Liverpool Football Club as well. If he's good enough, he should be managing someone else right now. But he's not. Wake up, everybody, man. Wake up. I'm trying my best every single time I come on the stream, try my best to wake you guys up, because when you have that winning feeling back at Liverpool Football Club, there's nothing like it. I hope that celebration last summer proved a lot to you guys as well. When we went for that parade, when Liverpool won the league. 1.5 million people, man. I mean, come on, man. 1.5 million. Look at that celebration. And Arsenal tried to destroy that with a car when he got in the car. But we still celebrated like no other team have ever done in English football. I loved it, man. I stood in that rain. I didn't care. I stood outside that station when we couldn't get in. I mean, because I love the celebration that we had. I want more of this. I want this to continue in the future, man. That's what I want. Another navigator deal. It was similar. It was of course navigator. We bought him. I think a season before he arrived at Liverpool. We had to stop Barcelona, obviously, trying to get him. The rest is history. To be fair, my guy, the rest is history. Big up everybody on the chat, man. Appreciate everybody that's on. Thank you very much. Yeah, but listen, I'm ranting in a sort of way just to wake everybody up. If you're young, you need to understand what Liverpool is all about. If you're older, like myself, remind people what Liverpool is all about. That's all I'm asking for, guys. Mate. It ain't hard to just remind people what we represent, which is winning. And nobody can take that away from us because we've been the most successful team in England for years. We're back to the top, that where we belong. We've got to continue, man. Get 21, get 7, get another League Cup, FA Cup in the future. That's what we've got to do. That's what we've got to do. But, Arne Slot doesn't help himself because he intentionally got out of the League Cup now. That's something Liverpool don't do. We don't. Jurgen, when he was there, every cup is something we need. That's what I miss, man. I really, really miss that. And that's the attitude we should have, because when you have that corruption, throwing games and all that stuff, throwing trophies, it stays with you for a long time. Look at Man United, haven't recovered since they were throwing Liverpool, games that Liverpool could potentially win the league title. When they corrupted those players' minds, we don't want Liverpool to win the league title. We want Man City, you know what I mean? They're going to catch us up and all that stuff. Now look at that football club. Corruption everywhere. Those players ain't the same. They ruined that club with that nonsense. Yeah, man. We also... Hang on. Man, I can't see shit in this, man. Big up, Mantis. What are you saying? We also want... we also went for Lavia. It's going to be his 3rd season next season, and he's done nothing. There you go, bro. There you go. Exactly what I said about Chelsea Football Club. That's what they do to players, man. I know the money is good, guys. I know the money is something everybody wants. But what's the point if you're not going to have a legacy as a player? The whole point of becoming a legend at football is so people can remember you and talk about you in the future. That's the whole point. And you're not even giving yourself that. You're just another player now. I mean, Lavia. There you go. Jacquet, Wharton, and Diomande, Summer. Yen and Diomande, Summer. I don't know Wharton. I don't know Yen and Diomande. I don't know Diomande. Is how you say his name, Diomande. I don't know these players. I know obviously Wharton and Jacquet. That's all about it, bro. But if they're good, why not? Liverpool, go for them, Daryl. Why not, my brother? No. I don't really study that much about football. I only know what I know, my guy. I only know what I know. All of a sudden, players whose slot did not fancy are getting more playing time. Kind of strange, isn't it? Did you see him at the game against Karabakh? Did you see the game against Karabakh when the players were coming off and the youngsters were coming on? The way he was acting like Jurgen on the sideline, it really confused me. I said, I've seen you for 2 seasons now, Arnie. I've never seen you act like Jurgen before. You're starting to act like Jurgen now. You're smiling. You're giving high fives. You're hugging players. You've realized, football is a psychological factor. You finally realize you have to, psychologically motivate players now when it's too late. Come on, bro. That's what you should have done in the beginning of the season, bro. When we was losing those games, when we was leading and trying to win it in the last minute, which we did. That's when you should have said, you know what, we're conceding too many goals, guys. With the coaching staff, have that, moment, huddle. We've got to stop. We've got to be hard to beat. And then we could build on that eventually. That's how you do things. Not 18 games into the season. You don't try to change it then. It's too late, bro. It's too late to change things like that. Sick to death of it, man. Are you still out? Are you out? Yeah, Tambo, of course, man. I'm not going to change my mind all of a sudden. It will take a lot for me to change my mind. I need a major trophy, bro. If it's the Champions League or the Premier League, to even think about it, bro. I think the players decided to ignore the coach and take the handbrake, of course, off. First 35 minutes were awful, and that is how Slot wants to play it's not going to change. I think the players decided that the other day, bro, against Newcastle. I agree with you. If you look at the first 35 minutes, like you said, it was one of the worst football I've seen. Conceded the goal, as usual. We didn't look like we was going to do anything. Then Ikatika decided to take it upon himself. Him and of course Florian Wirtz set up the goal for him. Scored the first goal, obviously, with the toe poke. The second goal, Ikatika took on the players, and side obviously so outside the foot in the left hand side of the goalkeeper. And then the second half started. It was it was the same as at the end of the first half. The players just did whatever they wanted. They just stopped listening to him. That's what I think as well, bro. I agree with you 100% in that. Sometimes you got to do things like that, my guy, because if it's boring to watch, how much more can you take of it, as a player? I can't take that. No, hell no. Nah, man. We've listened to your ideas. It's just not working, bro. So we've got to take it within ourselves, to try to salvage something for next season, at least Champions League football. If you know what I mean. That's what the players did. That's what the players did. Yeah, people, like, share, and subscribe, man. I'm just reading out the comments, man. That's what I'm doing. We also want Lavia. I see that. Sorry about that. What's Clark saying? Mr. Kent, a Chelsea decision to keep who's this? I don't know how to say that name. Sorry about that. For long term, reject bids for him and considering to recall Mahmoudo. I don't know. Sa impacted Jacquet's decisions. Oh, okay. I don't know these other players, bro. I've got no idea these players you put up there. It's Chelsea. Chelsea's Chelsea, innit? It's just ruined players. Anyway, that's why I've been trying to tell you guys, man. They will never change, man. They never change. They're just that club that wants to compete with other clubs just to show they got more money. And then when it all falls apart, it falls apart. And the player's career just ends suddenly, if you know what I mean. Even if he's injury-free, he's not starting for Chelsea. Okay, Mantis, big up, my guy. Couldn't care less for this signing. I will be honest. We need experience, not rookies. It's just for the future, Ravi, bro. It's nothing. If you're building for the future, it's good. If you know what I mean, brother. Yes, I agree with you. We still need experienced players like 26, 25, 26, something like that, to come in and help out the youngsters as well. Otherwise, we're gonna end up like Chelsea. If you look at Chelsea, what's killing them at the moment? The lack of experience in the team. That's what's killing Chelsea. And luckily, we still have that experience around our football club, which is helping us throughout these dark stages that we're in. What are you saying, Tambo? The fact Ornstein and Joyce are coming out, unlike Lavia, I think the confident deal is done. There you go. Yeah, Paul Joyce doesn't come out unless something is done, innit? Let's just be realistic here. So I'm glad he said something, because if he didn't, then I'm always going to be, worried. Let me just put it that way. When Joyce comes out, it's always more or less true to the transfer. Also, his dad passed. We don't know how sick the man was or for how long it might have been affecting his performance. Okay, bro. Can we kick Edwards and Hughes and Slot out, please? I wish I could have that, magic, bro, but I can't do that, my guy. I can't because it's FSG's problem, not mine, my guy. I hope Real Madrid is still not on Konate's mind. I don't think they want him anymore, if you know what I mean. I think they're giving up on that. And, if Konate is if he's, what do you call it, clued on after what happened to Xavi and how Real Madrid acted around that, I just hope he wakes up and realizes he's in a better place than Real Madrid. I'm just hoping, bro. I'm just hoping. Konate wanted to go to Real Madrid before his form dipped. Maybe he's forgotten about them, bro. Maybe he's forgotten about them now, innit? How tall are you, brother? I'm 6 foot exactly, bro. 6 foot exactly on 6 foot. So he's only a couple of inches taller than me. Jacquet. Can we get rid of Edwards? What's going on, guys? Like, why are we saying this now? I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's not me. It's not me. It's FSG, as I said. Foza, can you see with Jacquet signing next season, we may see 3-5-3, which is Alonso's favorite formation? Bro, you know, with the three at the back, let me give you something here. I know it looks attractive to some people, this three at the back. But if you look at the greatest managers that ever existed, none of them play like that. None of them. And it's a risky formation. I'll tell you why it's risky. So when you do this 3-5, as you said, 3-5-3, and teams find it out, what do you do next, bro? What's the next formation to, you know, if things go wrong? There ain't, because you have to stick with that. At least with a four at the back, you could maneuver some players and put them in places where you could change things during games, or, you know, in the next game. That's what I keep telling you guys. I've experienced three at the back, and I've tried it as a coach. After that, there's nothing, guys. There's nothing, man. You become that club eventually, just always doing three at the back with wing backs. So you're gonna take a midfielder out for the, you know, a further win back and all that stuff. And I don't want to go through that route, guys. I don't want to go through that route. As I said many times, the greatest coaches that ever coached in football, Ancelotti's, Pep Guardiola's, Klopp, Ferguson, etc., Shankly, Pearsley, these guys, Kenny, they'd never played three at the back. The only ones that play three at the back is the ones who are at a football club in a short term. You get what I'm saying, guys? Because they want short-term success. Once they do that, they move on to the next project. Look at Conte. He moves around everywhere, guys. Why? Because that idea doesn't always work with the same players every season. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful with that. You got to study it pretty well to understand it, guys. That three at the back is a short-term fix. It's not a long-term fix, because you can't maneuver players after that. What can you do? You can't do nothing. The two pivots have to be there at all times. The three up front have to be there. The wing backs have to be there. The three centre backs have to be there. So what is the, you know, next move with the three at the back? You can't maneuver a lot of stuff, because I don't think people think about that when they think about the three at the back, my brother. With the four at the back, you could maneuver things around it every single time, my bro. You could play 3, you could play 2, you could play 1, 2 moving forward, wingers going up, and then a striker, of course, like, you know, Mane, Salah, Firmino, and then, you know, Fabinho, Henderson, and Ronaldo. You could do a lot of stuff. You could do obviously the diamond, which is Gravenberch, McAllister, and Soboslai, and the two wingers, and a striker. See, you could do things with the 4 at the back. With the 3, it's rubbish, guys. Don't fall for this trap, man. I'm warning you guys, because a lot of people are falling for that trap. It's a short-term fix, not a long-term. That's why these head coaches always stay in a short term at a club. Look at Conte. He won the Premier League with Chelsea. What happened after that? He got found out. Other teams knew how to play against him, because what do other teams do? They prepare for the team that won the league previously. That's who sets the benchmark. So everybody wants to go towards that. So they look at you. And what happened? He got sacked after that. That's what I'm telling you guys. It's not a long term, and this is what we need. Liverpool Football Club don't do these short-term managers unless they do something, you know, which Arne Slot is doing, Roy Hodgson, Brendan Rodgers, and etc. done. That's why they stay in a short term, because they mess up the whole thing. And if Xavi is coming in or Klopp is coming back, they got to play 4 at the back. And not only that, you got to look at the leagues. If you got a bigger league, if you got bigger pitches and all that stuff, as they have in Germany, you know, in other places, you could spread the formation out. I mean, you could find gaps against the opponents. But in the Premier League, it's a congested stadiums. Everybody's on top of you. So once you crowd this, it's not, the maneuvers is not very good. It's not very good, my guy. It's not very good. I hope I explained it well, because I used to love 3 at the back. Listen, I remember Roy Evans' team with Robbie Fowler leading the line, Collymore on Fowler, Matt Manning in the free role, Jason McAtee on the right, Stick Ingerbjorneby on the left, and then you had John Barnes and Jamie Redknapp in the middle. You had, of course, John Scales and Mark Wright, Neil Ruddock, Phil Babb as centre-backs at times, whichever way you want to go around it. Steve Harkness, as you guys remember, Steve Harkness as well. David James in goal. Look, I could name the 80s and the 90s team for you guys. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I've watched this. I don't want you to go through that. Because once we settled for the three at the back, it took us years to get over that because the next managers went back to the four, like Gerard Houllier, and it took him a while. You know what I mean? The football wasn't attractive, but it took us a while to get out of that. Then the Benitez came in. Then, of course, Roy Hodgson after that. Kenny, of course, after Roy Hodgson, and then Rodgers, and then Klopp after that. So it takes you a while. We don't want to be stuck with a formation like that, which is going to be hard to get out of in the future. Chelsea are experiencing the same thing right now. When was the last time they won the league? Under who? Conte. They still, look at them. They're open. They don't know how to play forward back anymore. They're all over the place. We don't want to be doing this. Please, guys, believe me, man. I'm a coach. I play the game. I've studied this formation. It's very bad. Very, very bad. I've never seen a top coach ever hold on to that and won league titles consistently in the big leagues. Maybe you could say in Portugal with Amorim. Amorim arrived. Amorim is gone. You know what I'm saying?
I want to tell you the good days are coming.
He lied. There you go. Amorim lied. The good days didn't arrive at Man United. They're still the bad days. So you got to be careful, boy. You got to be careful. Do you reckon we get a right back in before the deadline tomorrow? I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. I think that was the Sunderland right back was the last one. I don't think they're going to go for anybody else. They had to do something for the future right now to make us lose focus of, you know, what's happening right now. You know what I mean? So that's Liverpool. They're very good at that. They make you, lose focus of what's happening right now because they do some other damage. If you know what I mean? So it's always like this. Everybody was getting excited. Oh, Jacquet is coming. It's coming. It's coming. And all of a sudden, bam, we're here. It's next summer. What can we do? What can we do, my brothers and sisters? It's always the same shit with Liverpool. Never going to change. Never going to change anytime soon, man. Yeah, so yeah, I hope I made it clear with the three at the back, guys. If you could name me a manager that's been winning Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues with three at the back consistently, then we could discuss it. You know what I mean? It's not a long-term, I'm telling you, it's a short-term fix, man. It's a short-term fix. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Short-term fix.
You will.
Hugo, Ibu, and Jeremy, a nice little French connection. Come on, man, tease. You're right, brother. French connection, man. Ibu. It's 55 million plus 5 million add-ons. Romano is wrong again with his figures. Dambo, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I'm not here crying about Fabrizio Romano's poor judgment on things. Please like, share, subscribe, people. I appreciate everybody that's on. I will be back, obviously, at some stage in the morning, maybe in the afternoon. 60 million down the drain, lad. We'll see, Malcolm. We'll see. What have Everton signed, mate? What have Everton signed, my bro? Yeah, need signings for now. There you go, Brad. Couldn't agree more, my guy. Could not agree more with you. Could not agree more with you. I'm just going through the comments that I haven't gone through. I'm going back to go forward again. Oh no, not this one. At corner. We're going again. Klopp are clearly writing off this season. So why should we care? Connor? It is what it is, bro. It is what it is, my brother. It is what it is. Fozzy lad, we got, I think I've read this one already. Symbolism of identity. Does Slot inspire you? No, he doesn't, bro. He does not inspire me of anything, man. He does not inspire me of anything. The guy is a maniac. Let me just put it that way, bro. He gives away our tactics in press conferences. He talks about Jurgen in a negative way, about, losing the Europa League and all this stuff. And, when he said about the PSG thing, us getting out to PSG made us win the Premier League, then I started saying, this guy has lost the plot. There's no way back from this, my brother. Sack the guy, man. That's what I say. I don't think he's going to win the Champions League. Let me just put it that way, guys. I don't think he's going to win anything this season. The way he behaves, the way we do things, especially with the lack of depth of the squad, doesn't bring anything for me that's gonna make me happier. To be fair, guys, I've been warning people in the last couple of months, like the squad is thin. We don't look like we could replace a lot of players. We're only at least an injury away from a complete disaster. If you know what I mean. I don't want to put a curse on our players or anything like that. But that's how far away we are from a disaster, guys. If you know what I mean. So just be careful, man. Just be careful. Hang on, let me just check. I think Uncle Rod is doing his stream somewhere. Hopefully he is. Guys, do me a favor, yeah? Go to Uncle Rod's channel. There you go. The link is right there. Subscribe to him and tell him, obviously, Fozzy sent you guys. Go to his channel, please. I beg you guys. Yeah? Uncle Rod needs our support. He lost his father recently. He's on YouTube, obviously. Just to, look happier at least, in life, and all that stuff. Obviously, he's gone through a lot recently, but please, guys, like as Liverpool fans, support each other in anything that we do on YouTube, because the way we behave in the modern day, it's not like a Liverpool fan. It's like a Man United fan. We rival each other for some reason, which I don't understand. You know what I mean? We should be supporting each other. If a Liverpool fan is doing something, go and support him. Go and support him. That's what we should be doing. And not only that, we love football at the same time as well, guys. Please go to Uncle Rod's channel, raid over there, and give him the support that he deserves, man. Please, man. YouTube is, a distraction for him, and that's what he deserves. Guys, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys probably in the morning, maybe in the morning, something like that. I'll be there. Take care, everybody. Oh, don't forget, man, to subscribe. Take care, everybody.